what is it that you say to a client when it's after hours or your day off and they're bugging, pestering, asking you questions like you should just be there for their every beck and call? Hi guys, my name is Deepak Shukla, founder at the Pearl Lemon Group. We're a business growth and development agency based in the UK, USA, as well as serving clients worldwide. And here today, in day number 71, we're talking about ultimately, what do you say when a client is over leveraging their relationship with you and being a pest, especially, for example, if they're contacting you throughout the weekend. So before we get into it, if you need any support with your communications training or within your agency, reach out to us. And please do click the link in the description below to get access to 7 additional strategies that are not shared in this training. So look, fundamentally, there's really a couple of strategies that I encourage you to explore, experiment with when it comes to your client communication. So number one, archive, so out of sight, out of mind, okay? So the out of sight, out of sight, out of mind. Understand that as a concept. So after hours, don't look at any of your client dialogue. The way that you could do that, one, is sometimes I will, so if now again, it depends upon the medium that you're using, okay? So for example, on email, schedule, so if you have an email that comes up, ignore it, okay? If you can't ignore emails, then add a filter so it goes directly into a client filter so you don't see it come into your inbox, okay? So there's filters that you can set up. If it's on WhatsApp, then archive it. You can archive, for example, client stuff. You can archive it, okay? And then really the other one is like, don't look at anything. So they're the things that you should consider. Now, if you have already responded initially to a client, then again, I go back to number 3, just ignore it. Or if you want to directly, because a client keeps doing it, you can, if the above doesn't work and the client is still messaging you, you say, thanks for this. So you acknowledge and say, I'll get back to you when I'm back. I'm off now. I'll acknowledge. So you acknowledge, and say, I'll get back to you when I'm in the office. Okay, I'll get back to you when I'm in the office. In this context, is that when I start work again. If it's urgent, you can say, I'm off right now, but what I'll do is I'll tell one of the team, I'm off right now, but I'll so that's option 5 and option 6. You can acknowledge and say, I'll get back to you when I'm in the office. If it's urgent, you can say, I'm off right now, but I'll alert the team, and then you can refer the relevant member, and you can say, look, I'm off right now, and I'll reach out to X person. I can't promise I'll come back to you immediately, but I'm going to do what I can. And meanwhile, I'm sure we'll get this figured out, and I'll catch you tomorrow. So tell them that you're going to do your best to get it attended to. You can't promise it will be resolved. Regardless, you hope it gets sorted by the time that you come back to the office. So therefore, you close the door on them following up with you, which probably becomes a bit of a problem because you're in the midst of engaging with dialogue. So it's about having those right lines, okay? Hey, Richard, thanks for this. Let me take a look at this first thing tomorrow. Hey, Richard, thanks for this. Let me take a look at this later on in the day when I clock into the office. Hey, Richard, thanks for this. I'm going to get to this in a couple of hours. So hey, Richard, I'm not in the office right now, but when I do, I'll check it first thing. Expect a reply from me by X. So you can acknowledge, okay? This is when you're caught in the midst of communication. Options 1, 2, 3, and 4 should be sufficient, especially the WhatsApp archive or the email filter or ignore, because if you do want to, for example, respond to someone else within your team, but you don't want to respond to a client, these would be the ways that you'd manage it. But if you get caught in the midst of conversation, acknowledging, telling them you'll get back to them is the one way. The other is saying you'll alert the relevant team member if it is urgent. And hopefully between all of those elements, you should be able to manage clients when they are trying to manage you and to manage your free time And that's it really, guys. So I hope that that makes sense. Please do comment, and yeah, comment with your takeaways, and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. And yeah, that's it. They're the 6 steps to managing clients when they are chasing you after hours or it's your day off.